Banks.
I'm Josh. This is
I'm
odd.
racist. Go ahead, Josh. Take it.
Oh, we're going viral too.
Yeah.
Banks, I want to outlaw opinions. I want to
Why?
get rid of them. Let's get rid of opinions. What do you
Why?
think? Why? What do you mean why? Not obvious?
Um. Okay, I'll hear your argument.
Okay. First of all, do you want to get? Would you be open to getting rid of opinions? Maybe I'm going too far on this, but I'm giving it a shot here.
Okay. Am I? No, I'm not. I am not for getting rid of opinions.
No. So you would miss people's opinions if they never were spoken. You would.
I'm looking at it the other way. I'm looking at you have. I feel it's freedom of speech. I think. I feel that if you want to state your opinion, okay, I'll give you an example. I was at a book club the other night. 12 of us, 11 of us, 12 in a circle, 6 feet apart, outdoors, super cool. And I loved when everybody had an opinion and said something. When one person monopolized, I felt, let's get everybody involved. How do we get everybody involved? And I, shot my 2 cents worth, and then I would back up and let somebody else.
Here's what's challenging for me. We're at a point now, I believe, where fewer and fewer people can differentiate between fact and opinion.
I agree.
And that's troubling for me. That troubles me. And maybe not getting rid of opinions. Maybe that's not the right solution. But damn, I learned in 3rd grade how to tell the difference between a statement of fact and an opinion. And I'm not seeing very many people that have that skill any longer.
Okay, maybe we all need to go back to 3rd grade.
I like that. Maybe that's the solution. Maybe I was too brash. Maybe we shouldn't just be getting rid of opinions. But if we lived in a factual world, that would be, because here's the thing: we can't get rid of facts, right? That's not the option. We cannot get rid of facts. Facts are facts. We use it to build things, and it's science.
Right. I agree. You're right. The interpretation of facts is a different story. The interpretation of facts. Okay.
Yes, but a fact is still a fact, no matter what you believe, right? It's not a belief thing. Not like, well, from my point of view, this fact is different than your fact. There's only one fact, and that's the problem. Everyone's got an opinion about a fact, but that doesn't change the fact. And that's a fact, Jack. Right?
I got it. And well, I guess the point I'm saying is the interpretation of that fact, which is an opinion of that fact, everybody has.
Yes.
I had an engagement last night with a friend of mine, and I had to say to her, I had to say, we have to agree on something. We have to come back to something. Do we come back to the world is round? Is that what we come back to? And she's like, no,
not really.
Come
because it's actually not round, but that's okay. It's funny.
We come back to love is the most powerful thing in the universe. And I was like, okay, that's what we come back to. So we can go wherever we want, tangent city all over. And I can roll my eyes when she says something that is like, come on. However, when we come back to love is the most powerful thing in the universe, then we're on the same page. You see my point?
Yeah. I do. Absolutely. But isn't it hard to talk to someone who's in a different reality? Like, if you don't have a shared reality, how do you communicate?
Well, that is, you have to have come back to some base. You have to have, and in any game that you play, and you've done bodybuilding, there are rules, and you stay within these rules. Okay.
Yes.
Creatives and artists, we work outside the rules sometimes. We like, what are we trying to do? We have to come back and have some sort of common reality. There we go. When you're driving on the road, stoplight, there's a light, green, yellow, red. Oh, red, yellow, green. There we go.
Yellow, purple.
Yeah.
We should have purple. I like purple.
Okay. You see that, I see it. The shared reality is that everybody sees that light there. Okay. That is the place where we come back to and we all agree on. That's
Yes.
a light. It's red now, it's yellow, and we all pretty much trust it too. We pretty much, we work around it because if you go through it when it's red, you have the possibility of getting hit.
And now
And
wait a minute. Wait a minute though. That red light, that's not actually red. That's government control. They're just trying to convince you that it's red. They can
Josh, I think we stopped. Hold on.
oh,
I didn't catch that. We had a bad
so
connection.
let's try that again. So that's not a red. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. That's not a red light. That's a government control device. They're just trying to stop you, man. They're just trying to control you, man. That's what's going on. See, that's not a red light though.
Okay. Okay. And you're being facetious, right?
I'm being 100% serious. I am part of the weirdest conspiracy theorists ever. And I'm like, but you see my point. This is what's going on nowadays. People are saying red lights aren't red lights anymore.
Right, right. However, most people still stay within the confines of that red light because they know, I mean, even the people that say that's government control or whatever they're saying, whatever.
Yeah, those are sheeple, man. Only sheep stop at red lights.
Yeah. I hit a nerve, didn't I? With you.
No,
Ouch.
dude. I just love that word, man. I love seeing that word. When someone brings that word out in a conversation, I know it's pretty much over for them.
Sheep or what?
Yeah, no, sheeple. If you use sheeple, it's over. Like you've just lost the argument automatically. Disqualified. Penalty on the play.
Yeah. Red card. Get out of here.
Yeah.
We stay within the structure of the red light so that we stay alive.
Yes.
That's why we do it. I mean, safety.
Public safety, absolutely.
We wear seatbelts, most of us. If you don't want to, then be prepared to pay for it. We do that because it saves lives. Thank you, Ralph Nader.
Right.
Now, here it is. These people who have these beliefs that are, the man does this and whatever, those are opinions. Those are not facts.
Yes.
Two things I do not argue. I do not argue people. I don't really argue much of anything. I challenge. I like a challenge. Two things. One, if someone feels a certain way, there's no challenge. I cannot challenge it. I can ask them why they feel that way and they can explain.
Correct.
Their beliefs. I can challenge their beliefs and ask them why they believe that way. However, I cannot argue those two things, feelings and beliefs. You are a Catholic because of this. Fine, I get it. Okay. And if you want to be challenged or argued, I challenge them if I see incongruencies in their life. Oh, right. You're a Catholic and you do this, let's say, for instance. I'm making up stuff. I don't know. The point is,
like every Catholic. Got it. Okay. I thought that was
those two things I do not argue with anybody. If someone says I believe or I feel, got it. Okay. Last night with my friend, talking to her, and she was way out in some pretty far off places. And I just found myself just like rolling my eyes and going, I can't grapple with that. Okay, she believes it. She feels that way.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
You see a red light, she sees a green light, and your guys are about to collide. It's like this is not going to end well.
No. I see the analogy. However, we do. I mean, in the analogy of hers is red, mine's green. Got it. And the point is, I don't go any further. I don't know how to challenge that. I do. I think I challenged her. I said, "Give me some proof. Show me some proof."
Those are dangerous words. Cite your source. Give me some credible evidence. Give me some proof. That's it. They're done. It's immediate offense.
Now, Josh, in the few minutes we have, why does that trigger you? That does trigger you when you cannot be on the same page as someone else, right?
Because I enjoy discourse. I enjoy talking and debating and challenging. It's so much fun. It's so much It's so creative. But if we're not in the same world, if you think you're going to walk off a cliff and if you disagree with gravity, you're not going to fall. Like if you're in that world, there's nothing we can talk about. We're done.
All right.
So you're robbing me. You're robbing me of creativity. You're robbing me of a good conversation because you believe in pink elephants and they just don't exist.
Two arguments. One is there's almost 8 million people in the world. You don't have to talk to that person. You go to another person and be creative and argumentative with. Or,
of course, and I do. Yes.
I got that. And if someone wants to walk off a cliff, do you think
I don't mind.
They can do it? Oh, you don't mind. You don't mind.
Yes. Here's my issue. My issue is they're bringing people with them. They're viral. They eat this crap and then they throw up on everyone else. That's my issue. And it's infecting other people. It's contagious.
Okay. So how do you do that? I mean, I know your thing is fight ignorance. Educate them, take them back to 3rd grade, learn what is an opinion and what is fact, and then, use that. Don't you think, though, this is fear-oriented? Is it? I mean, we're in a very heightened state of being right now in our country. And isn't this, I mean, maybe it happens every 4 years during an election, people are just heightened and they're going to believe anything, or they're unsure, or they're just in you know what they are? They're in primal states of being. In their mind, they're like at the low, anxiety and fear. They're not calm. I mean, some people are. They're not at higher developmental layers of thinking. And by not being there and being in this primal, their whole thing is to survive. Got to survive, got to bring my gun and walk with it. I've got to, wear armor and protest, whatever they're doing. So it is a primal time that we're in right now. Maybe it only happens every 4 years. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully this will be the last time that it's this way.
I've never seen it this bad, though. And since I've been alive anyways, I can't speak for that. I haven't seen this much confusion and despair all at once between the economy, a health pandemic, and a government that's just not transparent, that's lying to us at every angle, trying to sow more discord and confusion. I've never seen it, but that's my short life.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going
viral.